Welcome to my $100,000 stock experiment. Sell rules, week number 47, ending March 1st, 2019. I'm sharing my stock journey as I practice and develop my sell rules. This isn't an endorsement to purchase any stocks that I bought, nor is it an endorsement to purchase stocks in general. This is just my journey, and I'm allowing you to follow me along. My basic premise is that my start date is April 13th, 2018. I have $100,000 to invest. My goal is to double my money in 1 year. My focus is on practicing and developing my sell rules, and I'm trading in my rollover Roth IRA, so I have free trades and no tax implications. I use stop limit orders at my floor to help me protect my capital. My initial floor when I first purchased the stock is 8% below the purchase price. Then each week I revisit that floor and I raise it up. The floor can go up, but it can't go down. Once the stock starts to go up, I like to move my floor up to the 28-day exponential moving average. Then once it's up more than 10%, I have the option of moving that floor to the 13-day simple moving average or using that 28-day exponential moving average. And I like my stocks to consistently be gaining at least 0.5% a week. We are in a confirmed uptrend and the S&P 500 is continuing to go up. The diagonal lines here, well, some of them are sort of flat, but the different colored lines, the red one is the 50-day simple moving average, and the S&P is well above that. And then the next two are the white and the orange. The white is the 200-day simple moving average, and I put in the orange line, which is a 150-day simple moving average. Again, the S&P is above those, but it hasn't reached above a key indicator for me, which I think is the area that it showed resistance back in October and in November, which is 28.17. Once it crosses above that point, I think we're going to see a big uprun in price. And the VIX is the volatility index. I like to see that under 16, which is that yellow line, and it has been under 16 for the past couple of weeks. I sold 2 stocks this week. VEEV, VEEV, and WWE. VEEV I sold for a profit of about 9%, and WWE I took a loss of about 5%. Here's the chart for WWE. You can see that I held that for 12 days and lost, as I said, just about 5%. And where I sold it, there's a little black dot on that dash yellow line, which is where I had moved my floor up to. VEEV. I've sold the stock on February 27th. I had held it for 29 days with a gain of 9%, $899. I had raised my floor up to that 13-day simple moving average, the green line, 2 weeks ago, and I left it at that point last week. I did not raise it up higher because it started to flirt with that line. And it did trigger it, but it did not go down to that 28-day exponential moving average. So I'm not sure if this was the right move for this stock to move it up or not, but I did, and that's what happened. But I will review this in a few weeks and see if I still think it was a smart move to move that floor up 2 weeks ago to the 13-day simple moving average. My cash balance at the end of week 47 is 31,000 and change, and that means I have room for 3 stocks in my portfolio, but I'm on a cruise right now and I don't have good internet access, so I can't really pick stocks that I want to purchase, so that money is going to sit there until I get back. Here's my current holdings bar chart. Each bar represents 1 week. That gray line at 9,200 is my 8% loss rule, so I shouldn't see any stocks below that point. Here are the current gain dollar values for the 8 stocks that I own. I sort these with the lowest value on top. All of them are positive. I have 3 stocks that have gains of under $500, and those ones are my biggest concern. The ones that I've held 4 and 5 weeks, I'd like them to be gaining more than that. And then the other stocks that I have, the 5 other stocks, all have over 20% gain with Kirkland Lake Gold having a 47% gain. And this is the change, the percentage change of the stock for the week. And again, I sort with the losers on top. I think that if I take care of my losers, my winners will take care of themselves. And again, CTRE is on top with a percentage loss of 2.2% for the week. And ADP only has a gain of 0.5%, which is where I like to see my stocks have a minimum of 0.5% a week. So that one's okay. That one's okay for now. I drew these arrows to show the acceleration, and the steeper the arrow, the steeper the acceleration, which means it's moving up quickly. And then I numbered my stocks from what I consider my weakest performer, which is CTRE, to my strongest performer, CYBR. Now I'm going to review my charts from what I view my worst performers to my best performers. CTRE is my worst performer. The pink and the green lines, which are the 8-day simple moving average and the 13-day simple moving average, are starting to turn down, and the gain had dropped from last week. So last week I had a gain of 4%, and this week I had a gain of 2%. And the price is getting closer also to that 28-day exponential moving average, but I did raise my floor up to that. The floor is also sort of covering up the purchase price, that dashed green line. So if it does trigger a sell rule, any loss should be minimal. This is the chart for ADP. Again, the pink and the green are getting closer together, and it's not going up quickly. The floor is not at a profit yet, so if it triggered a loss, if it triggered the floor, I would get a loss. So I held this 14 days and it's at 4%, and I did raise the floor up to that 28-day exponential moving average. Third worst performer is HubSpot, HUBS. This has been an okay stock. It has a gain of 5% over 4 weeks, but it's losing acceleration as indicated by those pink and green lines merging. Square, this one's middle of the road. I've held it 8 weeks and it has a gain of 24%, which is awesome, but I'd like to see the space between the pink and green simple moving averages, the 8-day and the 13-day, widen. They're very close together here, and to see acceleration, they need to be spreading apart. Zen, this one, the pink and green are also flattening out. I didn't raise the floor from last week. I kept it at last week's 13-day simple moving average. I've held this one for 38 days and it's up 28%. Kirkland Lake Gold, KL. This one's had a nice run. To me, it seems like there are larger price swings lately. Those bars are longer than they were a few weeks ago, and it's alternating up days with down days. The acceleration's also slowing. So we'll see if this one triggers a sell rule, but right now I have a gain of 48% in 12 weeks, and the floor is at the 28-day exponential moving average. IIPR. This stock has had a nice acceleration in the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, it was up 6%, a total of 6%. Last week, it was up a total of 19%, and this week it's up a total of 27%. So I like this nice upward trend, and I did raise my floor up to that 13-day simple moving average. I've held the stock a total of 24 days, which is just about 5 weeks. CyberArk, CYBR. This is what I consider my best performing stock right now. It's not my largest winner, but for the period of time that I've held it, I think it's performing the best and in the best position right now to advance. The pink, the green, and the blue exponential moving average lines have nice space between them, and it has a good upward trend. The last 8 days, down at the bottom, the volume bars can show you the last 8 of 11 days were up days. Here's my sector breakdown. I did sell off one of my software stocks and one of the ones in media. The bottom right hand corner shows what I had the breakdown last week, and then The larger one shows the breakdown from this week, and then the list of holdings shows you the stocks that I'm holding and their dollar value. My weekly tracker, the week ending 3/1 is down at the bottom. My average gain continues to go up. It was $1,400 2 weeks ago. Last week it was $1,763, and this week my average is $2,071. All of the stocks that I'm holding, all 8 of them, are up. So my winning percentage is 100%, my batting average. And then I have 5 sluggers, which are stocks that are over 20%. Last week I had 4, this week I have 5. And the losing trades, no losing trades. My largest gain is $4,765. It's only up about $150 from last week, and the previous week it had been up $600. So I would like to see that gaining a little bit more, but no one's going to complain about a $47.65 gain. And then my total gain is $16,566 for these 8 stocks. As I mentioned, I did sell 2 stocks this week. One was a winner and one was a loser. The benchmark shows that I'm up 27% in my 47-week experiment. I'm hoping to get up to between 140 and 150,000, that gray area. Initially, I had wanted to go all the way up to doubling my money to 200 grand, but I'm definitely not going to make that. I have 5 weeks left, so if I can get up to that gray area, I'm going to be ecstatic. I'm already thrilled, but we'll move up to ecstatic if I can get up to that gray area. And the S&P 500 for the same time period is at 5.5%. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for my next episode, or better yet, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell if you want an alert when I post a new episode.